Hello guys, and welcome back to another Black Ops 2 video. Today I'm going to be talking about the top 5 things that I want from Revelations. And this is just my list. If you have a different list, you can leave it in the comments below. I want to hear what you want from the new DLC. But this is just my opinion, and these are the things I really hope that Revelations has or adds. So let's get started. Coming in at number 5 is good Gobble Gums. Now, this is probably like, what, good Gobble Gums? But it's because it seems like with the Eclipse DLC, we got some pretty terrible Gobble Gums. And I just hope that with this new DLC, we get better Gobble Gums and ones that we can actually use or go for high rounds or something like that. That's what I'd really like to see coming into Revelations. And I think that's what we need, because really only great Gobble Gum that's just like really overpowered is Perkaholic. We got for big, nice, overpowered Gobble Gum for Eclipse DLC, we got the Secret Shopper, which turned out to be pretty terrible, and for Gorod Krovi, we got the all purchases free, which I think is a great Gobble Gum idea. And I'm hoping like for the next Gobble Gum, like a Gobble Gum that opens all the doors instantly. I think that would be a really cool Gobble Gum idea, and that's just kind of what I'm hoping for. It's lower on the list because it's not as important as the other things, but this is just something that I thought was a good thing, that if they added it, I would be happy. So coming in at number 4 is going to be a new / returning perk. So I don't really mind if they don't bring in a new or returning perk. For me personally, I don't really care. I feel like if they brought back PhD Flopper, which I know a lot of the community want, I just feel like there's not much use for it in the new Black Ops 3, like the sliding, there's not really any use for it. I know there's not very many good guns with explosive damage, because the ray gun kind of wasn't as good in Black Ops 3 as it was in past games, but I know a lot of the community is wanting this, so I thought I'd put this on the list because I feel like this is something that they should add in Revelations, because so many people have been asking for it. And we got PhD Flopper for Black Ops 2 on like the most terrible map for it. You couldn't even go up and buy it. You had to find it from the Der Wonder Fizz. So I just really hope that they bring back PhD Flopper, because I feel like they should, with all the community that's been asking for it so long, or at least a new perk, because even though I don't really mind it, there really should be a new perk for Revelations. But coming in at number 3 on my list is going to be lots of Easter eggs. Now, I know that this map will probably be a very heavily Easter egg centered map, but I hope that there's lots of Easter eggs beyond the main Easter egg and lots of the ciphers. I hope there's lots of upgrade quests for your guns, or the new maybe staves that are coming. I hope there's like a bunch of upgrade quests that you can be playing this for like a year, but you can still find new stuff in the map. That's what I'm really hoping for, and that's high expectations, but that's what I'm really hoping for, and I hope they do in this new map, because I want this map to be the greatest map that has ever been in any Call of Duty Zombies game. I want it to be the best. There's no Call of Duty Zombies game, but any game that has zombies that was made from Call of Duty. But anyways, coming in at my number 2 spot is going to be returning weapons. Now, in Black Ops 1, we got the ballistic knife, we got the crossbow, we had the FAL. That's what we get, those weapons. There's more, but those were the main weapons. In Black Ops 2, we got the same thing, except the FAL was just called the FAL. Wow, I'm having a hard time with that. But they returned. Ballistic knife came back, and the crossbow came back. At least I think it did. I'm pretty sure it did. But in Black Ops 3, no returning weapons at all in Shadows of Evil. At least I don't think there was. There was no returning weapons, unless you count the new weapons that are pretty much modeled after the old weapons, but I don't really count that because, well, I guess you could count that, because the MP5 is pretty much the CUDA. But I want returning weapons of the classic style, like maybe even the Galil, or something like that. Even though the ballistic knives suck, I would want them back, because they're a staple. Like they're a thing that people know when you play zombies. It's like you don't want to get the ballistic knife, but you don't really have that in Black Ops 3. In fact, the worst you can get is the XM53, and it's pretty terrible. But I mean, most missile launchers are, so it's not really like the weapon that you don't want to get. It's just kind of like that one weapon in the box that you don't want to get out of like the 10s in Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1. You don't want to get the War Machine or those terrible weapons. I kind of wish they would bring those back to make the box a bit more risk and reward than just, I'm gonna get a decent gun or I'm gonna get a lesser decent gun. I'm not gonna get a really bad gun. There's only like one chance of that, and it's very slim. In fact, I could probably have a bigger chance of getting the PPSH than I would get that one bad gun. But coming in at the #1 spot is going to be, of course, in my opinion, the thing that I think most people would want this, but in my opinion, this is the most important thing. It is a satisfying conclusion. I don't want none of that. We're all toys and she's just playing a game. I don't want any of that. I want a good conclusion. I want a conclusion that will make people think, wow, that was amazing. I feel like those 8 years, or almost 8 years, that we've spent have been well worth the wait for that ending. It was very worth it. Now, that's a heavy burden for the developers, because that's a big shoe to fill, but I think they can do it, especially Blundell. With the way he set up the story, it is so perfectly set up that I think that he can do it. I think he can make a very good, satisfying ending. Now, we don't know anything about Revelations. We don't know where we're going. We don't know what it's going to be about. We don't know about Dr. Monty or what Richtofen are actually planning, and I think it's shaping up to be a very good story, and the way they're doing it is very good. But the way they end it is the most important thing, because it's all well and good if it's good throughout, but if the ending sucks, it makes the whole thing kind of crumble a bit. It's not as fun when you kind of know the ending's gonna kind of be terrible. Like, let's say you spent a whole season watching a show, and at the end it was revealed it was all just a dream and it didn't matter. That's kind of what it feels like. And I know they have a comic line coming out after Revelation, so I think that that puts even more pressure on them to make a good ending, because if it is not a satisfying ending, I don't know. I wouldn't really want to buy the comics if it's just this ending where we're all toys. It really doesn't matter. I know that it's video game, it doesn't matter anyways, but a video game, a toy in a video game, like they're playing toys in a video game, so it's double unrealistic. So it's like, I don't know, it's just, I hope that they create a better ending than just it was all toys and it was all a game and it didn't happen. Anyways, that's my list. If you disagree or agree with this list, leave it in the comments below. Leave your list in the comments below, like I said at the beginning of the video, because I want to see what you guys are really hoping for in Revelations. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more content just like this one, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay awesome. Like Tombstone, Who's Who, and PhD Flopper. All those perks are going to come back to this map. And so there's going to be like this